on Daytime Buffalo how you can find your forever friends at Fattey Beer, and we visit Kenton Hearing to hear more about how they're aiding our community. It's all coming up right now on Daytime Buffalo. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to Daytime Buffalo. I'm your host, Chelsea Lavelle. Joining us now is Julie Starr from Buddy Second Chance Rescue through our sponsors at Earthwise Pet Hamburg. Thanks so much for coming, Julie.
Hey, thanks for having us, Chelsea.
Tell us who you brought in today.
So today we have Sugar Plum, and Sugar Plum is actually in our foster family, but she was pulled from City of Buffalo Animal Shelter, and she is about a year old. She's a big girl. She's about 50 pounds, I would say. We definitely think a home that doesn't have very small children would be best because, you know, she's a little jumpy, she's active. She does very well in the car. She drove beautifully on the way here. She sits. She does pull on the leash, so I think a strong owner, someone that can work on those behaviors with her would be best. But she is fixed. She's house trained. She's crate trained. She's a beautiful dog, and she's so sweet.
She's very friendly.
She is. She goes to our dog daycare, and she gets along with all size dogs.
Okay.
So large, small. Remy was there. She was getting along with your dog, Remy, just fine.
Okay.
She does great with other dogs. We're not sure on cats.
Okay.
But if you had one, we would obviously do a meet and greet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about the human friend you brought in for us today.
So today we have Teresa Belvis from Fattey Beer at the Wurlitzer.
Okay.
And she's here today because we're going to talk about our ongoing partnership going into the year of 2025.
Yeah, Teresa, tell us about how you've been supporting Buddies.
We love Buddies. Like, we do events a lot. We try to do one at least once a month. Just so the dogs can get out there, so our customers and people can see the dogs and try to get them adopted. We do a lot of special events with them too. So,
Nice.
And we have one coming up on Sunday too.
Yes, let's talk about the details for the Puppy Bowl adoption party.
Yeah, so obviously this is our 4th year. We have 2 dogs again this year in the Puppy Bowl on Animal Planet,
Very
which will air on
exciting.
February 9th on Animal Planet. And we have Paws Allen this year and Lightning.
Love
so
that.
we're doing a special event at Fatty's on Sunday. We have a cute football backdrop where we will be doing photos for $10 donations. We'll have adoptable dogs, and we will also have our merch for sale, our rescue merch. And yeah, we love doing special events. We have one in April, and we have an Easter egg hunt coming up with pictures with the Easter Bunny. We did Santa Claus pictures. But yeah, we love Fattey. We love going out there. You know, people love bringing their dogs because it's a dog-friendly environment. They can come out, they have a few drinks, bring the pups, and, you know, check out the dogs. So many of her adopters have adopted from us, or so many of her customers have adopted from us.
We
It's
see
amazing.
a lot of the Buddies dogs come back all the time, and they're
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys are known for being the place to bring your pups if you're
Yep.
having a drink. So I think kind of like the integrity of your business is also being animal lovers, it seems like, right?
we have a lot of animal lovers.
Yeah,
so
absolutely. Yeah, it's so fun to come back to the events and see dogs who were at previous events, and then the customers met them and then adopted them, and then bring them back to sit and have a drink. And
Yeah.
you know, and they come in and they donate and they buy merchandise. It's such a wonderful experience.
That's right. And obviously part of, you know, you can take the photos, but you can also just do donations as well, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Donations and come see the adoptable dogs.
Yeah.
And do you find that these events are kind of a hit?
People like to come in and see dogs.
Yeah, they do.
And it just makes them happy.
Yeah, they're wonderful events. They're always busy. We always do very well at them, and we're so appreciative of Teresa and Fatty's for having us every month.
How did you first get connected and start working together?
I think through Katie.
Yeah, one of my fosters, her family actually owns the Wurlitzer, so,
Okay.
and, you know, with them being in the Wurlitzer building, it kind of was just a match made in heaven.
That's right.
And then in the summer, we do the car shows also at the Wurlitzer, so.
Yeah. And it's been ongoing
It
now
has, yeah.
into 2025,
Yeah.
which is amazing.
Yeah.
And so many people have found their forever friends there. Let's talk more about Sugar Plum, and obviously we're trying to find her the right fit, right?
Absolutely, yeah. Like I said, she's a great dog. She rode beautifully in the car on the way here. She's gentle. She's been saying hello to everybody here, males, females. She's got no issues with anybody. Plays great with other dogs, any size. She does well with. She does need a little bit of working on her leash training just because she is strong and she does pull. But as I was walking her around the studio, she definitely loosened up and did a lot better. But she's very excited. A lot of stuff to check out today while she's here.
And that's one of the best parts about when you adopt with buddies is
Yeah.
like you really help along the journey with making
Absolutely.
sure it's one, the right fit, and
Yep.
also facilitating that it's a smooth transition, right?
Yeah, 100%. We want to make sure that these dogs are being set up for success. They've already been through so much, and to put them in a home and have something happen where they have to be returned and then refostered again, that's obviously the last, scenario that we want. We want them to do well. We want them to spend their lives with their family and do well.
Nice. Well, we're talking about an event like what's happening at Fattey Beer Co., but a big
Yeah.
part about what Buddies needs is people that can help in any way, and that doesn't obviously, it's great when a dog can find their forever home, but there's other ways that people get involved, like even driving the dogs to events like this,
Yeah,
right?
we call it our dog Ubers, and we're always looking for people to volunteer, so not everybody can foster. And because we're not a shelter, we don't really have ways for people to come to our facility and volunteer with the animals, which is what a lot of people want to do. So an option for them is to be a dog Uber, and they can do that with their family, their kids. And what they do is they would go to the foster home, pick up the dog, and bring it to the event. And then they are then facilitating a way for that dog to be seen and get adopted.
Right, and then you get to go play with dogs for a day.
I mean, seriously, there's nothing better. And like I said, you get them out for the day, it gets them exposure, and it's such a wonderful thing.
And obviously, you mentioned that Sugar Plum here goes to your daycare,
Yeah,
which
the
is
dog
an
daycare.
awesome thing that
Yeah.
you have, and a lot of the money that you get from the daycare goes right back into Buddies.
Yeah, so
rescue.
the daycare opened. We're about a year and a half, almost 2 years now that we've been open. And last month we donated $5,000 back to the dogs.
Nice.
So the daycare is open to the public. We are probably one of the cheapest around because we're not in it to make a profit. We're in it just to make donations back to help save the dogs at the rescue. And we do have some boarding there for the dogs that do come to the daycare if that's needed.
And where are you located?
415 North French Road in Amherst.
Nice.
It's a beautiful facility, all indoor, climate controlled. There's no reason, for the dogs to be outside in the cold. And, they're doing really great over there. They've really, done great with their clientele, and they do monthly pictures with themes, and it's all for free. Any extras we do, it's all for free for the clients. And we have so many dogs come back from being adopted there too, so it's wonderful.
Well, Teresa and Julie, thank you so much for
Thanks for
coming in
having
to
us.
share more about this event and Sugar Plum. If you would like more information on Sugar Plum or any of the other animals available at Buddy's Second Chance, you can visit buddiesrescue.org, sponsored by Earthwise Pet Hamburg. Thanks again for coming.
Thanks for having us.
You guys.